Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our ICOMS 2021. We will continue to the next agenda, that is the parallel session. Several rooms already divided for the parallel session. We will have parallel session 4. We continue from parallel session in the last day. And please enter your room by accessing the link that has been given. And for the first parallel session will be in the group of Marketing A. So please enter your own room. Thank you.
The main theoretical background of this research comes from Acker and Keller. Although the brand equity concept from business, we suppose is suitable to education. Research framework. Our previous research showed the HEOB scale has 8 dimensions. Subscale reliability of Chrompa alpha was less than 0.82. Conversion validity ABE between 0.61 to 0.85. That indicates HEOB scale has good reliability and validity. This study aims to determine the relationship between HEOB and stakeholders' satisfaction, word of mouth, and higher education performance. This is our research framework. Methodology. This paper collects opinions from stakeholders in higher education, including students, alumni, and students' parents by questionnaire survey. As a result, total of 501 usable surveys. This study has 5 stages, such as questionnaire construct, expert consultation, live study, data collection, exploratory and confirmatory factor analysis. Questionnaire items refer to Stevenson and Yoger, Cassidy, Maxman, and Nettermeyer, and our previous research. A school's operating performance We select with quantifiable indicators such as foundation, enrollment, cooperation project, data analysis. This is confirmatory factor analysis. The research model goodness of fit and the indicators are up to standard. We take structural equation modeling with this rule to analyze research framework. The result is this output diagram and the table. Conclusion. Our study results support our research framework. This research supports that HEOBE has influence on the stakeholders' satisfaction, word of mouth, and even indirect school performance. Research limitation. There are still some limitations in this research. For example, this is a case study of Taiwan. When we conducted this series of studies, we did not presuppose that we would encounter COVID-19. Many schools around the world have to adopt online learning or even online enrollment. We believe that higher education online brand equity will become more important under the epidemic in the future. It can help higher education institutions to more accurately identify stakeholders' preferences for universities. Thank you for the privilege of presenting this paper.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Ms. Xu Lian Chen and Ms. Xu Xian Hu. Yeah. Maybe the first time, maybe any question for from other participant? Yeah, any question? Okay. Okay, please. Okay.
Okay, can you receive me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lee. Okay, so I think here I have two questions for the author. The first one, as you mentioned, higher education online brand equity has influence on the stakeholders' satisfaction, word of mouth, and even school performance. Do you consider the moderating effect, such as small and large college? Of course, I mean the size, maybe not just small and large. You can include some other size, or public and private college. Okay, this is my first question. You may answer the first question.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for your question. We have indeed considered model with moderators, but however, it is not easy to define large and small college in Taiwan. Some are small number of students for a large area. Some are a lot of students with a small area, and some branches are abundant but small number of students and area. So the impact of large and small colleges has not been considered, but we will consider the moderator variable that you suggested, public or private college. Thank you.
Okay. And my second question, you mentioned that your research limit is the case study of Taiwan. Do you have considered cross-national studies? I think today there are many researchers are from Indonesia and maybe some other countries. So maybe you can find some cooperating opportunities. Okay, this is my second question.
Thank you for your suggestion. If there are researchers from other countries who are interested in this topic, we were willing to cooperate and publish the results of cross-cultural research.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. 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 Next question from Mr. Radian. Please unmute your microphone. Mr. Radian, maybe any question?
No, not yet, Pak.
Oh, not yet. Okay. Maybe Ms. Sri Lianchen, I would like to confirm and ask with you about based on your slide PPT. Yeah, as you know, you use 500 one, yeah, for sample with survey, and I think you explain about for all stakeholder, yeah, for all stakeholder in your sample. Could you tell me about how you collect from technique sampling for your collect from many sample from for all stakeholder, yeah?
We select the sample from online. In Taiwan, that's in D-Card and Facebook.
On Facebook, maybe you use a Google Form or
Yes,
another
yes.
Google Form,
We
yeah?
use a Google Form.
Yeah. Okay. And then how you measure about performance, yeah, performance construct, yeah, based on your research model, yeah. How you measure, yeah?
Okay, I think the time is up. Then we go to the second presentation.
Hello. Can
Hello?
you explain, yeah, how you measure about your variable, yeah, from maybe cubes, yeah, and then until performance, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
in In addition to online questionnaire, we also have paper questionnaires. Not only the website page.
Okay,
Selection.
maybe you use a Likert scale for measure your questionnaire.
Yes.
With a 1 until 5 scale or 1 until 7 scale.
Excuse me, could you run your question more slowly?
Yeah. Okay. I think enough. Yeah. For Miss Xu Lian Chen. Yeah. Thank you for your presentation. Yeah. And maybe we will discuss, yeah, in another paper, yeah, with all with another participant, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Miss Xiu Lin Chen. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Next presenter. The second presenter from Mr. Radian Dananjoyo. Yes, from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Yeah, with paper entitled "The Consequence of Consumer-Based Brand Equity and Brand Satisfaction and Brand Loyalty in the Building Material Retail Industry." Okay, please we can hear this video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for every one of you. Today, I would like to explain about the result of my research. I'm doing research regarding about the customer-based brand equity related with brand trust and brand loyalty in the building material retail industry. And then the question, why do I pick building material retail industry as the topic of my research? At the moment in Indonesia, I'm talking about Indonesia, building material industry become one of the fundamental industry which contribute to the Indonesian economic, because our government at the moment they're focusing to build many infrastructure. So this is have an impact to the building material industry. So specifically, I'm discussing about the building material retailer. Mostly, building material retailer in Indonesia dominated with the small scale as family enterprise. You can find a lot of building material industry in your area. My research focusing in building material industry in Yogyakarta. In Yogyakarta area, based on the data I got from some distributor, there are around 1,000 building material retailer in Yogyakarta. Those retailer are spread across the province, across the Jogja in every district. So, because there are so many retailer, in certain area, so every single retailer they have to differentiate their retailer compared to the competitor. If they not differentiate their retailer compared to the competitor, they will not win the competition. According to the research conducted by AN in 2018, they mentioned that to create strong brand, it will give you an added value. It give added value to the company, including the retailer. Most likely, brand equity measurement related to the financial outcome based on the customer perception. In this case, every single organization, including building material company or retailers, there has a willingness to attain great or excellent brand equity compared to the competitor. Yeah, because there are tight competition in the industry. Actually, customer-based brand equity already discussed with many scholars. But most likely, every scholar discussed the brand equity based on the theory developed by Ecker. Ecker mentioned that the brand equity consists of 4 dimensions. The first one is brand loyalty, second one is the perceived quality, and then brand association and also brand awareness. Even though there are a lot of discussion about brand equity based on the theory.
e-banking. So what do you think? What that have to be done by government or the institution that have responsibility in financial institution to make sure that all the people in Indonesia have bank account and also have can be access uh, e-banking. What?
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you for the question. I think the numbers suggest that we are increasingly having more and more people that are having financial services such as the bank account. More and more people are included in the financial services. More and more people are having banking account, and more people are more accessible to the banking system. But eventually, not all of the people are eligible or really need to be in the banking system. So there are many alternatives that can be done in including the financial services in Indonesia. For example, the inclusion of fintech or the peer-to-peer lending, such as the technology can be the easier, can make can make our lives easier because they are less intrusive, they are less demanding in terms of the requirements. They are not like banking system that are really a lot of requirements. So I think peer-to-peer lending and fintech is really can cater all of their interests. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Bapak Apip and Ibu Tias Puji Utami.
Thank you, Miss Adi.
Now, yeah. Now we will turn to the second paper, and the second paper will be presented by Bapak Sriono and the team with Ibu Deta Prapancamita and Ibu Rahmadiana from Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo. In the title of their paper, the impact of hedging on the future of manufacturing company, a study in Indonesia. Okay, we will show the video.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, ladies and gentlemen, actually today I am very happy because I am can join to the international conference on management sciences. Today I will presentations my research. The title is the impact of hedging on the future of manufacturing companies. A study in Indonesia by Srionomi and then Helinda Maya Malasari, Rita Rahmadiana, the all researchers from this Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo. Ladies and gentlemen, my agenda of this presentation, the first one, I will presentation about this introduction, include the background research gap, and aim of the research. The second one about this literature review. In the literature review, we will get information, relationship between variables, conceptual framework, and then hypothesis. And what kind of methodology, I will explain the type of research, exploration and sampling, and then data analysis. After we choose methodology, and then we will running the data, and then we get a result. of the analysis, and I can get conclusion. And then conclusion, I will explain at the last of the presentation. All the companies, include this owner, is always thinking about this, how to avoid or how to minimize risk. Because if we're not thinking about this risk in our business, this is makes our business can be bankrupt. There are a lot of ways to avoid the risk. One of way to choose avoid the risk is a decision for the hedging. Hedging is the strategy used to avoid unexpected businesses. Through the a decision, we hope that the company's future will be better because it does not have a risk. Hedging can be done with derivative instruments. It's such as a future contract or forward contract. However, uh, companies who decide to hedge, but management must be careful because before we choose to decision for hedging, we must thinking several variable or several indicator are used to access in the decide on the hedging. Because if it's not thinking about this indicator, so we can uh, make a wrong decision uh, to make the hedging or not. I have some data from the several companies where is the companies each or other that have decision that's different. Some of others they choose decision for hedging, but another companies not hedging. Why? Because some variable indicator from this company have a value difference or different value, like this market to book value, growth, Aman Z score, or the financial difficulties, and the interest coverage ratio. The example this companies number one and number two. This is different put a policy the doing hedging or not. If we analyze detail about this data, some variable that have different value like this market to book value, growth, and Alman score. So from this data, we can analysis what we do to make avoid the risk. Ladies and gentlemen, there's some researcher uh, have been done research about this uh, hedging. Previous researchers have researched about this some variable then have a relationship to this hedging, like this market to book value by Aman and Harris. They find this market to book value that have a significant positive effect to decision hedging. After their research about this growth opportunity has a positive influence to the decision hedging. And payment and all, they focus about the financial distress. And they find this financial distress positively influence hedging decision. And the last, the can, they focus about this interest coverage ratio. From this literature review, we can learn how to make decision in order to our companies not get to risk. Methodology, I choose some step. The first research type is quantitative. We choose the quantitative research, and then population, all manufacturing companies, and Indonesia Stock Exchange. And sampling, I choose the purposive sampling. Why I choose this one, because I have several criteria to make good sampling. And then analysis text data consists of several methods. Well, the first one, describe analysis, classic test, and then logistic regression analysis. And the final, the hypothesis test, I use the word test. After collect data and then test data by the methodology in this research, I have the result. In this result, there are result. It's variable. This very different result. Relationship with the decision to hedging, like this market to book value and PDV has a significant positive relationship with decision hedging. I mean this, and PDV, there is no relationship with the if the decision hedging. And then the growth and jet score has a significant but negative effect to the decision to hedging. And ICR have a negative impact and significant to the decision result. From this result, and then some this result previously researched, I have conclusion hedging decision taken by management will have a positive impact on the economy company. If it pay attention to the indicators of growth, opportunity, financial difficulties, interest coverage ratio have significant effect to the hedging. It means before choose the decision for hedging, we must analyze the three indicator variable, because this is very important to be supporting analysis. If the variable the growth opportunities is good, management can decide to hedge. But if variable financial difficult and interest coverage ratio are good condition, management cannot make decision to hedge, because this variable have a negative impact to decision hedging. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my presentation. I hope the research can help these companies to decide of hedging when they choose the side of hedging, then analysis supporting use market to book value, growth opportunity, and the interest coverage ratio. Thank you for the attention, and I hope we meet again in the next conference. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
thank you, Pak Suryono, for the presentation. Maybe there is any question or comment for the paper of Pak Suryono. You can chat in this MS Team, or maybe you can raise your hand or open your microphone. Okay, Pak Taufik still typing the chat. Maybe one question from me, Pak Suryono. If I heard your presentation, the dependent variable in here is decision for hedging. Can you explain what kind of hedging in here? In my knowledge, hedging is hedging from the fluctuation of exchange rate. Yeah, but in here, what is the meaning of hedging, and how you can measure this variable? Okay. You still mute, Pak Suryono? You can unmute.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for this question. I
Yeah.
think this is very difficult to answer, but I try to answer. What's definition about hedging? That's right, yeah, about this fluctuation, about this rate, yeah, money rate, yeah, between ITR and a dollar. It is true. So usually, if the BRICS company, the orientation trading is always not only in the internal country, but they do for the export. They do that for export. So when they export, this is very difficult to take if they cannot prediction about this value rate, yeah, value rate. I mean this rate between ITR and US dollar, because when we export we get a dollar. So how to how to how to decision for this trading in order to we can not get lost about this benefit from this price to the product. So some of the manufacturer, when they choose the export, they're thinking about this. I use a forward contract or future contract. This is a decision for this type. We can keep the rate about this price of the product. So if they cannot use the hedging, so I think we can get losses about this future value for the next time, because the exports usually we need time to send the product, and then about the to pay the product. So if we use the hedging, we can use a future contract or forward contract. I think I can keep the risk about this price of the product. And the second question, what the
Measurement.
measurement? Yes, measurement about this hedging. Because this is I choose measurement. I choose the dummy. Yeah, choose dummy. So the calculation about this research, I use the logistic, because between a variable there are a lot this kind, yeah, and this dummy and this ratio and this so on. So I approach this measurement, use dummy, and then calculation use the logistic methods. I think this my answers.
So if the company doing hedging, it means that the company purchase the foreign currency with option or with future, so you can put one. And if the company do not doing hedging, it means that not purchase or selling the exchange rate, you can put zero. It's like that.
Yes, that's right.
Uh,
Yes,
uh,
the score one using hedging and zero not using hedging.
uh,
Maybe this approach measurement not suitable, but because sometimes I have a difficult how to measure decision hedging. So for this reason I choose the dummy system.
from where you can have the information that the company doing future or option transaction.
Yes, of course, from this annual report, annual report and the ITX, yeah, itu Indonesia itu from this one annual report. I think we can get annual report company when this in the market emergence. We can get a lot this data about this annual report from this company. I choose one and zero, and I read the detail about this report one by one this company, and then I fulfill this data.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Pak Sriono. It's
Yes,
very informative about this.
yeah, yes.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
You are welcome. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we turn to the third paper. The third paper will be presented by Ibu Rita Kusumawati and Ibu Nurul Hilmi Aisyah. And the title of their paper are The Influence of Corporate Social Responsibility on Financial Performance with Earning Management and Leverage as Moderating Variable. We will show the video.
Just vote. Let me introduce myself and my partner. I'm Nurul Hilmi Ashila and my partner is Rita Kusumawati. We are from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. I would like to present about the influence of corporate social responsibility on financial performance with earning management and leverage as a moderating variable. Financial performance studies are essential for every company. Every company has different ways to keep its company in business competition to achieve optimal profit. In achieving optimal profit, the company in various industrial fields can satisfy the owners of the company's performance shares. Companies are valued well when they have good financial performance, healthy and efficient in achieving optimal profit. Some previous research has tested the factors affecting financial performance, but the results are not always consistent. That is why researchers are interested in retesting whatever financial aspect influence performance variables used by corporate social responsibility, earning management, and leverage. Based on research by Jendra and Sri 2018, Evelyn and Shirley 2017, Luh Anggi and I Gede Ari 2016, and Ruli 2016, test the impact of corporate social responsibility variables on financial performance states that corporate social responsibility affects financial performance. Increasingly perceived CSR then increased the company's financial performance, while research by Mara Ayu and Yuyun 2020, Sri and Prima 2019, and Rosa and Dwi 2019 found that corporate social responsibility didn't affect the company's financial performance. Research by Ruli 2016 says that earning management can modify corporate social responsibility for corporate performance, while a study conducted by Sri and Prima 2019, Evelyn and Shirley 2017, and Luh Anggi and Gede Ari 2016 states that earning management can modify the corporate social responsibility for corporate financial performance. There are three hypotheses of this research. Hypothesis 1 is corporate social responsibility has a significant positive impact on financial performance. Hypothesis 2, corporate social responsibility negatively impacts corporate financial performance with earning management as moderation variable. Hypothesis 3, corporate social responsibility positively impacts corporate financial performance with leverage as a moderating variable. Methodology. Population and sample objects on this research is a manufacturing company listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange in 2015 until 2019. The sample is selected using a technique of purposive sampling based on several criteria. Purposive sampling method with a total sample used are 428 samples. There are criteria sample. First, companies that earn their profit during the research period. Second, companies that publish annual reports during the research period. Third, companies that implement corporate social responsibility. Four, companies that submit financial reports. And last, companies that using currency rupiah. Operational and measurement definition variable. Financial performance using return on equity. Corporate social responsibility using index calculated by the way social coverage. Earning management using discretionary accruals and leverage using debt equity ratio. Analysis tool. There are four analysis tools. First, multiple linear regression. Second, moderated regression analysis with fixed effect model, classical assumption test, normalization test, multicollinearity test, heteroscedasticity test, autocorrelation test, and hypothesis test, adjusted R-square, F-test, and T-test. This research using FUSE 10 program.
5385.
Based on the classical assumption test, it is known that normalization test. According to the table 2, the result of the test were found that probability value less than 0.05. Then the data used was distributed normal. According to the table 3, the result of the test are known that the tolerance values of the entire independent variable have a fifth of less than 10. That is, we conclude that is no assumption of multicollinearity. According to the table 4, the test results were known that heteroscedasticity testing using Gletser test had significant values of each independent variable more than 0.05. It can thus be concluded that there is no heteroscedasticity. According to the table 5, it is concluded that no autocorrelation occurred. Based on the hypothesis test, it is known that the table shows t-test, f-test, and adjusted R-square of hypothesis 1, 2, and 3. The result of hypothesis 1 shows that the CSR has a significant impact on finance. It shows the high or low CSR exposure to the company doesn't affect in financial performance. The greater CSR exposure down, the less good the performance, increasing profitability in financial performance earned by the company. The theoretical implication of this research do not support the stakeholder theory. On the stakeholder theory, the higher uptake of CSR activity, the increase the support of stakeholders and the public's confidence that it can be benefit the company by increasing its financial performance. This research supports the research of Mara Ayu and Yuyun, Sri and Prima, Rosa and Dwi. But this research doesn't support the study of Jendra and Sri, Evelyn and Shirley, Luh Anggi and Igede and The second hypothesis test shows that profit that earning management cannot modify the influence of corporate social responsibility on financial performance. The company has some different goals in earning management and social or corporate social responsibility. The company that does earning management could improve company management. In contrast, corporate social responsibility is made to keep the company in the future. This is due to the corporate social responsibility disclosure, so companies are required to implement corporate social responsibility and earning management, not as self-defense, increasing financial performance. This research supports the research done by Sri and Prima, Evelyn and Shirley, Luh Anggi and I Gede Ari. But this research doesn't support Ruli's research. The third hypothesis test shows that leverage can modify the influence of corporate social responsibility on financial performance. This research is based on agency theory, which explains that a company with a high leverage level would disclose more information about social repercussion and agency costs with such a higher capital structure. The higher the leverage, better the transfer of wealth from creditors to stakeholders of the company. Therefore, companies with high leverage have a higher obligation to because meet long-term creditors' information. One way to reduce agency costs is to share more details, including corporate social responsibility information. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, question from participant and presenter, maybe for Nurul. Okay, Pak Sriono. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for this time. Sorry. Okay. Thank you for this time. Actually, when we talk about this corporate social responsibility, this is my opinion. This phenomenon in Indonesia, because when the company have policy to put a corporate social responsibility, actually they not have goodwill to help the community around this factory, but they have another purpose. I mean, this actually every company they have waste, this is wastewater or waste from this chimney and so on. So, what your opinions? Opinion for the decision about this corporate social responsibility? Really to be goodwill, but actually just to cover that to what's actually they not to avoid this demonstrates from this situation around this. Thank you.
Okay, Mbak Nurul can answer the question.
Okay, thank you for the question. But I'm sorry, can you repeat the question, please? Because in my laptop, the sound not clearly.
Short question, maybe, Pak Sriono.
Okay, this is just opinion from the netizen. Actually, when the corporate the put policy about this corporate social responsibility, not really be goodwill to help the netizen except this around this factory. But actually, they want to avoid the netizen from around the factory not demonstrate about the waste. So the company get compensation through
corporate social responsibility. That's one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just need your opinion about. There is fact that sometimes the company doing corporate social responsibility not for the citizen, but maybe there is another goal. Yeah.
Yes, another goals.
Yeah.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. In my opinion, why corporate social responsibility is important because there is how to company looks care to people's and environmental their company because corporate social responsibility is essential thing for every company. Every company will apply a form of social responsibility to attract the attention of stakeholders.
Yeah, but sometimes that goal cannot be reached. Sometimes the company doing what is it?
Lie tuh.
Yeah, yeah, there is apa black practice.
Yes.
So, what do you think? Who will have to make evaluation? Yeah.
Maybe evaluation for every company is check every month what company do with corporate social responsibility, and maybe there are evaluation from stakeholders too. Every month or every 3 months.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Nurul. Yeah, yeah, the time is up. Yeah, so we have to finish this discussion. Actually, I have one question, but it's a pity the time is up.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Bu Rita and Mbak Nurul. And now we will turn to the fourth paper. The fourth paper come from Pak Firman Pribadi that will present the paper. The title of their paper is Portfolio Analysis Calculating Stock Risk through Value Risk Variant Covariant Model. the answer of your title? What is the meaning of work-life enrichment? Putus-putus Pak Mudiono. Can you hear my voice?
Please, your question in simple.
Oh, okay. So based on your result, so what is the meaning of life enrichment? Because you have done your research, I want to, could you share with us, what is the meaning of, your title is, what is the meaning of life enrichment? So I want to know the answer now.
Okay, Miss Mika, apa? The meaning enrichment. There CR issue, question concept, work enrichment, change, the impact of this, who change in the private job.
Halo, halo, Bu Mega. Oke, oke.
Voice, Mr. Mega.
Voice not here. You mute.
Your voice is not clear. I don't hear your voice.
Okay. How about now, Pak Mudiono? Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Ya, clear.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Pak Mudiono.
Okay.
So you just mentioned 3 indicators of life enrichment, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So because based on your title, I assume that you did qualitative research because you were asking about what is the meaning of life enrichment, yeah. But you did quantitative, is it right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So basically, you didn't asking the meaning, yeah, but you want to know about the relationship between life enrichment and turnover intention.
Yes.
Is it right? Okay, that's all, Prof.
Okay.
Maybe
Thank you,
other
Bu Mega.
participants.
Thank you, Bu
Thank you,
Mega.
Miss Mika.
Pak Mudiono, this is feedback for your proposal, ya. Okay. But
Yes.
sorry, time is up, ya. So finally, let's say hamdalah together, ya. Alhamdulillah, and then
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
let's take a picture together, ya. Take a picture
Yes.
together. Please open the camera, partisipan, ya. Oke. Siapa mau ambil gambar? Mbak. Oke. One, two, three.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Mega, Pak Mudiono, Pak
Thank
Rizal.
you,
Ya.
Prof. Heru,
See
Bu
you
Mega.
next session.
Yes.
Assalamualaikum
Thank you.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Baik, apa sih tanyanya kan tanya apa yang dimaksud dengan judul itu gitu loh.
Prof.
Mendingan dijawab.
Heru,
Semuanya udah jelas.
the next session still in this link or different, Prof? Okay, different.
Framework, it can be seen that in this framework we have direct and also indirect effect from SMMA, PIQ, BA, PQ towards enrollment intention or PI. The next is about the hypotheses. We have 13 hypotheses that include the direct and also indirect effect from SMMA, PIQ, BA, PQ towards EI. Next is about the population and samples. In this research, the population in this study was prospective international class students at Telkom University year of 2021. Based on the data, we have 225 new students registration, and the samples is used. The sample was used 175 because of the questionnaires were distributed to all the respondents, but only 175 returned and passed the screening question. And the next one is about the data analysis. We use SAMPLS because the data is quite small. Next is the result. SMMA has a very good value in providing information, and this is the example of the interaction of SMMA in international class Telkom. Next is about the reliability and validity. SMMA is valid and also reliable to be measured. And next about the perceived information quality has a very good value because the information presented is accurate and complete. And this is the example from the at international class Telkom. And about the reliable and validity, PIQ also reliable and valid. Next is about brand awareness, has a very good value also because through international class Telkom, the prospective students can easily get information. And this is the example how international class Telkom can reach almost 3,000 active Instagram account with more than 50% of non-followers. And about the reliability and validity, brand awareness is valid and reliable too. The next is PQ or perceived quality has a very good because the admin is always friendly and fast in responding the question. This is the example from the data from the Directorate of Marketing at Admission. they have a very good response. And the PQ also has reliable and valid to be measured in this research. And the last one is enrollment intention has also very good result. Next is about the inner model. We have measured the data, and it can be seen that we have two hypotheses that are rejected. Those are rejected from SMMA towards enrollment intention directly, and also from perceived information quality to enrollment intention directly are rejected because the T statistic is below 1.65. And this is the final model. We omitted the influence between SMMA on AI and also PIQ towards AI. And this is the suggestion for the firm. We suggest to the firm to build an action plan related with SMMA to build the enrollment intention. And also for the further research, we suggest for the further research to add the variables like the brand image or corporate image, because Telkom University is under Telkom Indonesia, and also the variables related with marketing mix, like that. So I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for Mas Nanda Trimahar and Rina de Pasaribu ya.
Yes,
From Faculty of Economic and Business, Telkom University Bandung. Okay, the first question, I would like Miss Indah ya, please Bu Indah.
Okay, thank you Pak Nur Yakin. Mas Nanda Trimahar, it was an interesting topic and paper as well. Congratulations. I just want to discuss about the reason why you choose to use the variable of intention to enroll instead of using the actual behavior. Since in marketing world, the marketer usually tend to expect the actual behavior instead of intention. This is my first question. And then my second question is what is the requirement for your respondent? Because of in my prediction, they are student of higher school, of junior high school, right? Senior high school, sorry. And right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you make a specific requirement about the respondent? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Indah. Thank you for your question. Well, I would like to answer your question. The first one is what is my reason choosing enrollment intention instead of the actual behavior like that? So this is the interesting one, because I researched about the enrollment intention through the Instagram at international.com. So yeah, in the first research, my partner also asked me why don't you choose the actual behavior like purchase decision instead of why you choose purchase intention instead of purchase decision. This is my reason, because they have not enrolled yet in international class.com. So I want to know are they interested enough in international class.com, because the trend by the data from 2017 until 2020, the data is continuously decreasing. So that's why I choose the intention instead of the decision like that. And the second question is about the requirement or the screening question about my respondent. Yes, my respondent is those are studying in senior high school right now and follow the Instagram account of international class.com. So they they haven't enrolled yet to international custom account, because in our opinion, in our thinking before that, if they have enrolled to international custom account, then it doesn't mean they are interested already. But if they haven't enrolled the international custom account, it means it can be they are just not yet interest or intent to enroll, or we want to explore about more deeply. Like that. This is Indah.
Okay, thank you. So you ensure that they already engage with the social media of your
Yes.
class, yeah?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is a good point, because of usually the researchers didn't pay attention about the engagement between the respondent with the social media. Okay, thank you, Mas Nanda. Thank you, Pak Nurya.
Okay, thank you, Bu Indah. Maybe the last question. Any other question? Okay, I think enough from Mas Nanda Trimahar. Yeah, thank you for your presentation. Yeah, and I think enough. Yeah, for this session. Yeah, for the first presenter from Universitas Telkom University Bandung. Yeah, with presenter Nanda Trimahar and Rina Junita Pasaribu. Thank you very much, Mas Nanda. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Nuryakin and Mrs. Indah.
Okay, the next presenter, please, the next presenter from Mr. or Mrs. Yeah, Teddy Oswari from Universitas Gunadarma. Are you ready?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Yeah. Okay. Pak Teddy Oswari ya with paper entitled Agriculture e-Marketplace Performance and Trust on Consumer Utilization. Yeah. Let's listen this video and this presentation.
Hello everyone. I will presentation our research in this time. First, I will share screen. Okay. Our title research is Agriculture, a Marketplace Performance and Trust on Customer Utilization. I am Teddy Oswari, and my team, Reni Diah Kusmawati, Tristianti Yusnitasari, and Himansu Dutz. Our research have outline, have 5 outline. The first one, we talk about background, concept, reason that drive the selection of research topic. Second one, the limitation that influence in the research. The third one, the goals to be achieved from the research. The fourth, research method, the use method in the research, and the last one, conclusion. Yes, our background research is the first one. While economic growth overall has shrunk during this pandemic time, which we know, the pandemic that has occurred around the world has changed the behavior of customer in spending their money. So a change in customer behavior during this pandemic trend to return to the healthy lifestyle by consuming lots of like vegetable, fish, and meal also. The second one, we talk about the Indonesia agriculture output has been growing. It is mostly because consumption has increased. And to break this long, in effective distribution system, a marketplace model is required that can help farmers reach out directly to the customer. The scope of research is the first, the theory that underlies this research is the theory of applied behavior. Three dependence concepts that determine intentions such as attitudes, norm, and behavior control, as well as customer behavior model. The third customer decision is purchasing goods or services influenced by marketing stimuli, other stimuli, and customer characteristics. And the research model is referred to the technology acceptance model, TAM, which suggests that information technology begins with a perception of the benefit and ease to use information technology. The research objective is the study is an attempt in this direction that examines consumer perception and trust in buying agriculture products on the e-marketplace website. The research method. In this research, the study used the quantitative descriptive approach and a survey method through a distribution questionnaire by using Google Form, distribute online to the respondents who are judged according to the topic and meet the criteria for this research, that is respondent who have visited the marketplace of agriculture of product. In this research, we have more than 100 sample farmers. The data obtained were then tested to see the effect of website feature, website content, website convenience, perceived easy of use, perceived benefits, and customer trust on intention to use marketplace agriculture product. If we look at the result, the analysis tool, we have statistics using the SPSS application. We try to collect the data and analysis the result of the t-test. We can see one variable significant. This is website convenience. That means the partial test result in table 1 show the website convenience variable has an effective on utilization intention marketplace of agriculture product. So customer consider the e-marketplace that sell agriculture product also provide a lot of convenience for customer with the speed of access to find the product and latest information needed by customer, as well as the speed of response given to customer. The result of this study are in line with previous research, which show that e-marketplace content services are a consideration for customer in choosing a marketplace, and as a form of care and attention given by a marketplace to provide convenience for customer in shopping. So website feature and website content variable have no effect on the intention to use a marketplace for agriculture products. This happened because customers perceive that marketplace selling agriculture product have display interesting website content. This means the marketplace in a marketplace that sell agriculture product has been equipped with the complete explanation of each product sold, that's price given, and the easy to making payment for the product purchase. A customer of agriculture products like website with complete feature where there is a key frequency question, a feature that can help customer find the information they need. In the table 2, simultaneous test result. The simultaneous test results show the website performance variable, website feature, website content, website convenience, and customer trust have an effect on utilization, intention, and marketplace of agriculture product. In table 3, result of the coefficient of determination. We can see the R square 0.609. That means the result of coefficient of determinant test show value more than 60%. This number means that website performance variable, website feature, website content, website convenience, and customer trust contribute to the utilization, intention, and place of agriculture product by 60.9%. And the rest of influence by others variable not include the study. The results show that the marketing of agriculture product is still small through digital platforms. So it is necessary to improve the agriculture sector to be able to make a fund of digital platform to be able to break the long distribution chain from agriculture product. The conclusion is research. The importance of providing the training for farmers to be able to take advantage to digital platform is selling agriculture product while continuing to sell conveniently for the surrounding area. Their use of digital platform will be very helpful in breaking the long distribution chain the agriculture product from farmer to consumer. The results show this customer trust have the greatest effect on utilization intention and marketplace on agriculture product compared to other variable. This means that customer will make purchase to make marketplace is customer believe to every transaction that will be made to not harm customer both in terms of product quality and security in transaction. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Pak Teddy Oswari, with paper entitled Agriculture E-Marketplace Performance and Trust on Consumer Utilization. Okay, maybe any question for participant? Any question? Okay, Pak Teddy, maybe I would like to ask with you about how you choose for a research sample, because after I read your paper, you use consumer, who have a perceived agriculture product. How you choose the sample,
Okay, thank you, the moderator. Yes, during the pandemic, also our team to collect the data using the Google form also, Google form for the farmers. We try to collect the data and many support from the student to give access to collect the data to farmers.
Okay. How many? How many respondent? How many consumer? Yeah. After you share with maybe Google Form, yeah, you share with application. Yeah, how many data for your sample? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We collect the 100 data. Apologize, maybe in the paper, I forget to info how many data already we collect.
How many consumer? Yeah? How many consumer?
100.
Oh, 100. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you tell about how you measure? Yeah? How you measure about a website feature, yeah? Website content, and website convenience, yeah? And how you share, yeah? And how you compare, yeah? About dependent or independent variable, yeah?
Yes. For the research, we do to support from the Likert scale also to measure about perception and idea and respondent perceive also, and use the statistic, and we use the ordinal scale also to measure. Use the ordinal scale to measure how the characteristic each data from consumer.
Okay, ya. I think enough ya. Thank you, Pak Teddy Oswari ya,
Okay.
for the and question session and presentation ya.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you ya. Okay, maybe actually we have one presenter ya, but until this time we cannot after we call he cannot join for this conference ya. I don't know, maybe the internet very low signal on other ya. Okay, before we close this parallel session ya, maybe we can photo session ya, photo session for all participant ya, for all presenter. I hope you can open your camera ya, for all participant ya. Open for your all open your camera ya. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the last. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you for all participants. Yeah, thank you very much for your keen attention and participation in International Conference of Management Science. Yeah, in this conference, yeah, we will choose best presenter or best paper. Yeah, and we will announce if after in agenda are finished. Yeah. Thank you again, yeah, and see you in the next event. Yeah, thank you very much, yeah, Pak Teddy, yeah, and then Pak Nanda, yeah, and Bu Indah, and for all participants. Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Nur.
Thank you, ya. cepat ini.
because like in the making the strategic plan, we meet online meeting by Zoom. Also, patient more convenient with the online registration.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, I think I cut off Fauzia. Is there anything that you want to add, Fauzia? I think I cut you off. You were about to say something, I think. Okay. Okay then. So it's just about time to finish this third presentation. So thank you, Bu Nur Hidayah,
Thank
and
you.
also and also to Atul Aini for the presentation. Thank you very much. And now we would be continuing to the fourth presentation. It would be on performance analysis of crude palm oil or CPO delivery using the SCOR model, which would be presented by Dewi R. Dinawati and Ratih D. Kusumastuti. I would like to invite the video to be presented.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all participants. I hope you all in good condition. First of all, my name is Dewi Risna Dinawati from Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Indonesia. And today I would like to present my research about supply chain performance analysis in palm oil producing companies. As we know, in Indonesia, palm oil is one of the export commodities that contribute significantly to Indonesian economy. The contribution around $2,246.77 million in 2019. According to Indonesian Palm Oil Association or GAPI, palm oil production reached 51 million tons in 2019. And for the company, there are some obstacles. The meeting demands of non-governmental organization or NGO related to the forest protection from burning forest land into plantation area. And for Indonesian companies, there is some regulation of Minister of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia about guidelines for plantation business licensing. These two obstacles limited the company to expand their plantation area. Palm oil processing companies must improve the efficiency of their business operation to stay sustainable because companies can expand their plantation land easily. This research conducted at PT XTBK, one of palm oil producing company in Indonesia. The company owns a plantation in East Kalimantan region. The purpose of this research was to analyze the supply chain performance of the PT XTBK using the Supply Chain Operational Reference or SCORE model. The result of the analysis are expected to help companies to find solutions to improve performance, especially to reduce the absence of inventory in temporary warehouses so that customer satisfaction and company efficiency will increase. This research used data like interview with PT XTBK employees, financial statement of PT XTBK for the year 2018 to 2020, and inventory data of PT XTBK for the year of 2018 to 2020. This research used SCORE Model 11. The SCORE Model 11 was developed by Supply Chain Council or SCC to assess the activities that occur in each stage to meet customer demand for goods and services produced by the company. SCORE consists three levels of scope, which will show how the process that occurs in the company are broken down from general to detail. Level 1 define the type of company process in five perspectives, namely plan, search, make, delivery, and return, as well as how their performance is measured using five attributes and their tools. And this level, this research use perfect order fulfillment. Secondly, use order fulfillment cycle time, or OFCT. Third, use return on fixed asset. And the last one, use return on working capital to measure the performance of the company. Level 2, define the process category from the planning and implementation side of the process in the flow of goods and services. And level 3, define business process element used in delivery schedule, product acceptance, and sales. Its perspectives and dimension will then be assessed for its relevant KPIs. Result: Score level 1. Third diagram. The third diagram shows that plantation send material in form of fresh fruit bunch or FFB to palm oil mills to be processed and produce CPO or crude palm oils. Then sent using land or river transportation modes to temporary storage warehouses or bulking. There are two bulking for PTX Tbk. First, Labanan bulking, which using land transportation or truck to deliver the CPO. Second, Tanjung Karas bulking, which only using river transportation or ship to deliver the CPO. So, by this trade diagram, this research analysis will focus on the red box area. Score level 1, score model attribute. Measurement using for metrics level 1 show that perfect order fulfillment cycle times, and return on working capital can meet company's target, but return on asset or ROA didn't. For level 2, this research used geographic layout to show the position of PT Tbk's plantation and processing mills. It can be seen that the first bulking has a much closer distance to PTX Tbk plantation and processing mills, as well as the affiliated companies' mills, which also process the PTX palm oil. And third diagram in this level to describe the correlation between process activity that occur in CPO processing and CPO storage in bulking. Therefore, the four activity in these third diagrams becomes the main focus of this study because they becomes problems that arise related to the increasing idle capacity. It is SP4, SD1, SP2, and SS1. At score level 3, the delivery stock product activity that occur in the supply chains of PTX Tbk were identified then and explained in more detail. In the picture, we can see input area. There are an activity that determine if delivery can be happen or not. It is a quantity availability and water level of the river. Discussion: The results from supply chain performance by 4 metrics level 1 show PTX Tbk supply chain is in good condition because only return on asset can meet company's target. With a POV value of 88.77% and OFCT is 7 days, it's turned out that the several shipments have a long delivery time compared to other contracts. Thus, the stock and bulking has decreased and vacancies. Moreover, the OFCT assessment found that there are months when Tanjung Karas bulking does not receive CPO at all. From August to November 2019 and from January to March 2020. The actual CPO received at Tanjung Karas bulking during 2019 until 2020 are always below the projection made by the management team. Meanwhile, the actual receipt of CPO in Lebanon bulking during 2018 to 2020 managed to meet the projection made by the management team. Based on the result of the analysis at score level 3, a more in-depth root cause analysis was carried using a fishbone diagram. This fishbone diagram based on the result of observation and discussion with the management team of PTX Tbk. There are four issues. It is material, machine, method, and measurement. And this research focus on red box area. The root of the problem from the material side is the absence of safety stock in bulking. Tanjung Karas bulking only relies on the supply of CPO from the river route. Thus, the management team is considering implementing a safety stock policy. With the implementation of this policy, it is
ICOMS 2021. The seventh ICOMS 2021. The seventh ICOMS 2021. The seventh ICOMS 2021. The seventh
Cek audio, tes. Cek suara. Assalamualaikum. Cek suara. Assalamualaikum. Cek.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ICOMS 2021. We will continue our agenda today. The next agenda is Best Paper Announcement by the Head of Department of Management, Mrs. Retno Widowati, PAMSE, PhD. And right now we will invite Mrs. Retno after the break. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks to the Almighty Allah that make us good gather from 25th of August to today, 26th of August, in the 7 ICOMS 2020. There are 81 papers already presented yesterday and today, and now we come into the list of top best papers. First, the paper code of ABS 562323 entitled Could Google Search Be Used in Gold Investment Strategy? Dynamic relation between Google search volume and gold. The authors are Gamaliel Anindiati and Arif Wibisono Lubis from the Faculty of Economics and Business, University of Indonesia. The second place, the best, is ABS 5829. The title is Effect of Social Media Marketing Activity and Perceived Information Quality Toward Enrollment Intention Mediated by Brand Awareness and Perceived Quality on Prospective New Students of Telkom University International Class. The authors are Nanda Trimahar and Rina Pasaribu from the Faculty of Economics and Business, Telkom University. The third place goes to ABS 4100. The title of paper is The Role of Organizational Identification and Islamic Work Ethic in Improving Job Performance in the New Normal Adaptation Era of the COVID-19 Pandemic. The authors are Dr. Fakih Naban and Munajat from the Faculty of Economic and Business, State Islamic Institute of Salatiga. Congratulations for the best papers. One more. The best presenter goes to ABS 5394. The author is Farid Yudhistira The title of paper is Optimization of Trading Goods Inventory Management through ABC XYZ Analysis from Universitas Indonesia. Congratulations for all the winners, all the best paper and best presenter. Because this is the good opportunity, I also want to thank all the participants, the presenter, reviewer, and all co-hosts from Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo is our co-host. One other is Tamkang University from Taiwan, from the Department of Management Sciences and Decision Making. Again, thank you very much and see you next year. Thank you. Let us sing hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dear participants, finally we get to the last session in this event that is closing. Let's close this event by reciting Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. As the master of ceremony, I do apologize for my mistake in presenting this event. Thank you very much for your kind attention. See you next year and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.